Hello and welcome back to Whitestar Wargaming and more core space by Battle Systems. We will be playing the 5th mission from the Perseus Arm campaign, this being the Trouble with Viscounts. In the previous mission, the newest crew member, Turgard, found the antique weapon for Geiger's Emporium. But it was then a fight every turn back to the ship. A live one was taken down at the end, but it was a close call yet again. After the mission, I discovered the raised reroll item only allows one die to be rerolled, not multiple dice. This may have altered the outcome in the last couple of rounds. As it's getting tougher, I'm going to be adding some Galactic Corp troops to assist in the taking down of the purge. So we'll be using them from the Galactic Corp upgrade box, which arrived today. So we'll be cracking those open and getting them painted, ready for the next battle. So I hope you enjoy the campaign. Please leave comments below and like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. So without further ado, let's get this mission started and follow the crew as they progress further on their careers as traders.
Alright, so the board has been laid out for mission 5, the Trouble with Viscounts. We've got the entry points, one at the top there and one on the top right. The primary objective is to get to Butler here, persuade him and get him back to the ship for a reward of 2 UA. As you can see, we've got to come down here. There is a bottleneck here to come through with 3 entry points there for the purge. Another one on the side, one up by that docking point, and the last entry point is by that docking point. So it looks like mid-game onwards it's going to be a slog back. We're starting on 6 pegs, so we're straight away into guarded and one more to the top, and then we're into watch your back. So we've had some problem on the last couple of missions just making it back, so we now have some reinforcements with the Galactic Corp expansion. So we've got 2 security wardens there, we've got 2 Galactic Corp guards, we have a juggernaut, and then we have the director. The stats for those are down here with the security. They will use this yellow dice, similar to how the civilians maneuver on the board, and they follow the guidelines here. So we'll do a search on a 1, quite a bit of spiel on there, then we've got a move, we've got a question, again more spiel. They can call for backups, then we can attack, and then they can run. So we've got some new rules coming into play there, and we've got their stats are pretty nasty. These 3 here, all the core ones, the guard, juggernaut and the director, they do not use the die, they follow the AI as per the purge. So the targets for the Galactic Corp are purge first, then traders. We don't have any gangers, so that would also be their second target. The secondary objective for this is at the top terminal there, so the furthest point away from any of the docking bays is worth 5 UA. What you need to do is interact with that, get the token back to the ship to claim the reward. So that will be very, very difficult, I think, because that will take a long time to get there interacting with the purge. On the event cards, we start off with all the cards for the purge and the civilians and 2 random for environment. But we've also added in all the cards for the Galactic Corp, so they can be coming on the board anytime from turn 1 onwards. Hopefully not straight away, because they will go for me as there's no purge on the board yet. So we could do with them coming in and taking out the purge once the purge are actually on the board, and I've made it to Butler at least probably by about turn 4. Right, these 2 civilians here will not activate until a trader or a purge is in line of sight and short range. So that's 5 squares away, whereas we've got a window there which is short range to the civilian there, Cowrie. Otherwise they just stay there. They will not use the white civilian die as a random. They will act as AI and just basically start attacking. Once we get up to cover me, so not many turns in if we're including shooting as well, their priority will be to kill Butler. They will ignore every other model on the table and their target is Butler. So that will then need to be taken into account. And Butler, once you've persuaded him back, he'll roll the chance dice when he activates as normal, but he will ignore live one, so he will not turn. Right, so we'll see where we're coming on. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and we roll a 2, so we'll be coming up on the top. So we'll set up the board and then come back. Right, we've set up at the top, so off we start. So we've got a peg in and straight away top of guarded. A new event card. Computer says no, relaxed, so comms failure. A power surge affects all communication between trader crews. Any characters out of line of sight of their captain are momentarily unsure of their orders and cannot use effortless actions this round. Right, okay, so that's not too bad. Right, so we'll crack on first. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an effortless action to there. We'll go Gak, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will use one of his skill pegs to remove one of those by using the hack level 1, which is shut down a no, it's not, it's a regulate level 1. You can jam an enemy sensors to remove a peg from the hostility tracker. So we'll do that to reduce it a bit. We do not want devastators coming on as soon as they possibly can. Right, and then effortless to there. So we've now got last guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll just do an effortless to there. He won't use that same ability. No, he'll just stay and do nothing at the moment. None of those activate because we are not in line of sight and short range to those 2 or any of them, so they just sit there. So we now roll for any harvesters to come on. So 0 harvesters. Right, so we go another peg back up to the top of guarded again. We now go what's it worth. Nearest to engage civilian to a trader makes a move action, but none of those are going to do any activations until we get within range again, so that will not happen. So we would then do that there to bring on a new character, but there's no one available either. So we go back to us. We'll bring on her. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, let's measure short range to there. Right, so we can't go within 1 square of that window. So her effortless action will be to go to there. Right, back round here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then effortless through to there. And he will use his second peg to remove that and do the same again. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and his effortless will take him to there. Right, we now to see if the purge come on. 0 again. Right, civilian phase is nothing happens there again. Right, so we're back up to the top of guarded, and the new event card is well regulated militia. Relaxed to guarded. Pot shot. The nearest unengaged civilian with line of sight to a purge character makes a ranged attack against it. Right, so that can't happen. So we'll then try to bring on a civilian, which we can't do either. Right, so let's move these down. So here we go. She will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and short range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't go closer than there. So we can't go to here. Otherwise, they will activate. So we will come in. Go 1, 2, 3. And just stay there. Right, so we bring up GAC. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's effortless action. We'll put him there. Right, we've got a crate down here. We've got a bigger crate there. We do have one large rare item. Right, so this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't do anything else yet. 3, 4. He will move his effortless to go onto the corner. Still in base to base, so he can have a look at next time. Just because we've got 3 purge entry points here, so he is now 5 squares away. So harvesters cannot reach him. Right, so we will roll again for a harvester. 0. Oh, we are bloody lucky this go. And again the same setup with the civilians. Right, so we're now into watch your back. We now have a security checkpoint, which is one of the Galactic Corp cards, relaxed all the way through. Docking raids, local security, search all vessels. Each player rolls the chance dice. Right, so we get a 6. They get interrupted and abort the search, leaving all sorts of debris lying around. Take a random item from the pouch and place it in your loot, in your hold, or on the board next to your airlock if it's full. Then place the 2 security wardens at the airlock door of the player with the turn counter. Well, that will be with me, so we bring these 2 guys on at the top here. Right, so they're on there. We now get a small item to go straight into the hold, which is, don't know what this is. Okay, it's a jump pack. Right. So they've kindly put a jump pack in the hold. Excellent. So at the end of the turn, they will now be activating using the yellow dye, similar to civilians. Right, so that's that go. Right, so we've got my go. He will activate first and he will search here. Right, so we have utility knife, rubbish, a hatch, oh, a hack, medium range. Okay, cool. A data pad. Not sure what that does. We have one slot though. Alright, he's carrying this. Which is a sword. Oh, it's the rare item. Which is a sword, which is not too bad because he can't do any melee. Right, let's get rid of this one. Right, so he's now got a melee. He now has a ranged. Just going to check what that item there does. Right, that just allows me to open doors, etc. But they're all open anyway for this game. Well, all games, so we won't bother with that. So that is one of his goes. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move to there with his effortless action. Right, so I think what we need to do is take those out of action. So Ariana, she's got pistols there. Alright, so we will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely short range there. Alright, so she will use her this one here, which is 4 dice, to get some hits on there. Rolling 2. He has 1 armour, so gone. We will then see how far away we are. We are a short range there on base to base, so we're going to spend a skill peg. In fact, we fired, so that will go into there. We'll use a skill peg, marksman level 1, which is make a ranged shot. So we're going to do the same thing, shoot in there. Let's roll the blue dice instead of the white dice. We get 2 hits, so he's gone, but he didn't have any armour, so the 1 hit originally was good enough. So that's both of those gone. So that's a move, an action, so we have another move to go. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will stay where we are. Now we'll move back to here in case a purge comes on there, then we'll get some cover, but then we're still within short range of him, so we can persuade him next go. Right, so what Gak is going to do is try and get all the way back up to there and back. That's going to take a while. So here we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. An effortless action to get around the corner there in case they come on. He then has the skills there. So we will do a stubborn level 1. That's all we have. We'll use our last one to make a move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are then one move away, so we'd be able to move there, interact with it, get that 5 UA objective, and then start making our way back. All without the purge in coming on, which would be nice. Right, so we now go with the harvesters. We get 1 come on at number 6. So 1 harvester comes on at number 6. We now do devastators, 0. Right, so we now move these 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have those there. So the purge will go after those, and right, we now do those 2. So the first one on the right, we roll a question mark. Right, so we'll just find out what that is. Right, he's basically going to move towards the nearest trader, civilian or ganger in line of sight, not engaged with an enemy. If they move into base contact, they will question them. The character will miss their next go unless a skill peg is spent to avoid the questions. If there's nobody they can within line of sight, they will make a move action in the direction indicated on the die. So he will move this way. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, which will be a bonus if somebody comes on there. Right, the other guy, he has a 6, which is run. The security warden makes 2 move actions in direction indicating on the security die, moving around terrain where necessary. The arrow is pointing off the board, so he won't go anywhere at the moment, which isn't very good because we've got a purge running around. Right, we're now on to the civilian. Right, we don't have any gangers, so we're not going to be dealing with that one. So we go on to Butler. And he just activates as normal, but we ignore the live one result. So he's got a 1 and he wants to move this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's gone down here, totally ignoring me, but at least we can get to him. So that is nice and easy. So that is the end of that round. We got a new peg. So we're halfway through Watch Your Back. We're now on a stop and search. Again, it's a Galactic Corp one. Check them out. Increased activity in the area that has affected the attention of local security. Any unengaged security warden in play immediately activates with an automatic search result. In addition, they will move a second time before searching. If they do not reach a trader, they will activate again in the NPC round. If there is no security warden in play, place 2 at the nearest entry point to a trader. So that was lucky because he could have come on there. Right, so the search is the security warden makes a move action towards the nearest trader in line of sight that is not engaged with an enemy. If they move into base contact, if there are no traders in line of sight, the security warden will make a move action in direction indicated by the security die. Right, so the one on the right is trying to leave the board. The one in the little room will move back again. So he's gone this way. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. So the other one wants the jetpacks that he deposited on the ship, and he's not getting back in. Alright, so they will activate later on as well. So we'll go to here. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to interact. So he has collected the objective, so I'll put that on him. You then do an effortless action to there. Right. And this guy here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then effortless up to the box. He will search said box. Yeah, a rubbish knife, laser cutter, don't need, and he has a grenade, so we'll take the grenade. That's him done. Right, so she will do a 1-inch move to there. She will now try and persuade him. Butler is persuade 1, so we need 2 successes. We get 3. We should have rolled an extra die as well, because she's now level 5 on her skill. So he now is one of us. So we now need to get him off the ship. Well, off here, back to our ship. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He will now move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an effortless action to there. Oh, hoping Devastators don't come on here and shoot and kill him. So we'll bring him back to there so they can't see him, but then they'll come on over there and shoot him in the back and kill him. Right, so we are on 4 harvesters. We get 1 come on at number 1. There's a shock. So down here, starting to cut us up. Right, we now go for Devastators. 1 comes on at number 5. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's both of those dead. Right, so he will activate first on the 1 in the open. Oh, blanks out on the 1 against the door. No, we'll do the same one in the open. 2 hits. These ones have 1 shield, so he's dead. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4 through there. He will go and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4 through there. Right, the security guy at the top there. And he will roll a die. He gets a 4. A 4 is call for backup. All other security wardens in medium range of the attacking character. Makes a double move action towards them, stopping if all of this yeah, okay, no other ones in play. Place one nearest entry point to the activating character. So he comes on in play, in base to base with him. Any other characters moved or placed in this way will still get to activate if they already haven't. Right, okay. So that was him. And they have 2 actions. So second action is a search or a move. Right, so they will make a move in the direction indicated by the arrow, which puts him through the door here. and he will be there. So a nice little fight brewing. Right, the one that just came on, just check a rule on those, because he's come on in base to base. Will he automatically get his 2 actions to attack, or will he still roll the dice? Right then, he will go back. He will not be on the board, because they wouldn't have rolled the dice, because it's got there. Each time you activate a security warden, if they're within short range and line of sight of one or more purge, they will automatically follow the results for the attack. He is well within short range there. So we're going to attack. The security warden will choose a target following the normal rules and then follow the AI chart in the rulebook to determine their actions. So he has an attack of 1 dice. So he'll attack following the normal rules. So he'll have the 1 attack rolling a 1, which is not good enough. Right, he will then follow the chart in the rule AI chart. Right, so we've got here, is a target engaged? No. In line of sight? Yes. Does he have a shooting characteristic? Yes. Is the shooting higher than the close assault? No. Can the embassy reach and attack this turn? No, he can only reach. So it's got there, has the target moved this turn? No. So he will go as close to as possible, which will put him into base-to-base contact, and that's as far as he goes there. Because he does not have that symbol there, which is move into base contact and get a free attack. He's just got the ones there, which is 2 dice on melee. So that's him done. We now have down here to see whether he leaves the crew. He's rolled a 6, but the 6 is ignored with Butler, because you ignore all live one results, which is good, because a live one there would not be good at all. Right, so new round and a new event card. So another Galactic Corp one. We are on watch your back, so we're in the relax to cover me. Low priority target. You are not worthy of the Corps' attention just yet. Draw another event card and shuffle this one back into the deck. Right, so we'll leave that out. We'll shuffle it in a minute. Right, live one intervention. Faulty data link. The nearest harvester or devastator to a trader loses its connection to the hive mind. Remove it from play. Well, that will be this one here, which is nice, so we get to move up easy enough. Right, I'll just shuffle that card back in. Right, that's been shuffled in, and we have a new turn. So we're going to start at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And an effortless action to there. He will run through 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an effortless to there. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an effortless to there, just to get out of line of sight from there. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she will do the same to stay there. And she can give some covering fire if they do turn up. Right, so that is those 3 done. We'll now see if any harvesters come on. No harvesters. Any devastators? No devastators. We are getting very, very lucky this game, unlike the previous ones. So we've got a harvester attack. So we have 2 dice in melee, nothing, and 1. He has 1 armour, he lives. Right, this guy up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, so he'll be in combat next go as well. Right, we've now got him there. He will get an attack. He has 2 dice. We roll 1. Right. And then we will do another, and he gets 1 again, so both of them, everybody's attacks there is bouncing off the armour, which is good because it ties them up, hopefully for about another 5 turns so we can get out. So that's the purge done. So we've got nobody coming on because we do not do gangers. Right then, so onto there. New event, Hive Intervention. We're on Watch Your Back. Right, investigate the nearest purge to a civilian or a trader. If there are no civilians in play, it makes a move action towards it. Right, so we've got this guy up here. He's no longer going after him. So 1, 2, 3, 4 coming through there. So it's going to be 2 turns before he gets there, so we can regroup. Getting Gak down here, so that should be good. Right, so Gak will run through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and effortless to there. We have no other crates down there. Yeah, we had a couple in there, but that's fine. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we won't. We'll stay there because we've got another purge entry point in there with line of sight if I stood by there. And no, forgot to roll for him on the civilian phase. He's got a 5, so that's nothing. He's part of the crew anyway, and he's got nothing to trade, so he will go to there. She will stay where she is because she's an effortless move away. In fact, we'll just pull her back slightly just to definitely make sure, so then she could get a shot down here if needs be. So that's their activation done. So we're going to bring on a harvester. 1 at number 4. So 1 at number 4 down the back here. And any devastators, 1 at number 5. So 1 at number 5 in to there. So we're having a right scrap. Right, so they're having a right scrap. So we'll do the one that he was fighting originally. He will get his attacks, and again he gets 2 dice. So for the first attack he gets 2 hits, which kills him. He can't do anything again because his actions are linked. So the other guy will move. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, running through. So 2 turns he'll be in combat. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will be killed next go. We have none of those in play. We have a civilian. As long as he doesn't roll a 4, he rolls a 5. So he stays with us. So that is that round done. Right. We are into the last peg of Watch Your Back. So, supply cache. Watch Your Back. Med support. Each player may restore 2 ammo or 2 health to a single trader. Well, nobody's taken any damage yet. We've only fired once. In fact, we did one shot there, we did another shot, so that would have been 2 ammo pegs, so we've just replaced 2 ammo pegs. Right, so we will do GAC. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. We will do... Well, Tour Guide now has a new weapon, so he can come up and go 1, 2 and a bit into there. And roll his new 3 dice and gets 2 successes, which kills it, and then it doesn't leave a new peg, because if we shoot it will then go into cover me and then we roll straight away. Alright, so she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 to there. So that will do. So we're getting them all bunched up there, nice to make a run through. Once the Devastator comes through, we can kill him and then make it back. Right, so the Devastators, so Harvesters, we get 1 come on at number 5. 1 come on at number 5. Right, roll for, that's Harvesters. Devastators, 1 would come on at number 2. Because there isn't any left, we'll bring a Harvester on at number 2. Here we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's out the way, that doesn't matter. So we'll go here, so no line of sight, so they will move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 into base to base there. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and the last one will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. So we're coming through, we've got base to base there, but he's going to die soon because we've got an attack with a weapon, and he's coming up the rear just in case we get bogged down. Right, so we are now new round. There we are, we've got a civilian on a 4 Butler leaves on a fright, so he is no longer one of our crew, so we've got to persuade him again to remain with us. Right, so we put a new peg in, draw a new event card. We are now in Cover Me. So Purge activity, Cover Me, respond. The nearest Devastator to a trader makes an immediate ranged assault action to that trader if possible. Right, so we are in base to base. Right, so we can't, you can't shoot the same person you're in melee with. So it then comes on, you've got a Devastator to bring on. We have no Devastators available to bring on, so that is that. Alright, so we will do Tear Guard, we'll attack there with his sword. 3 dice. Oh, and it breaks. His sword breaks. Not good. So he will not be doing anything. He's not going to move away and get an attack of opportunity on him because he has no armour, so he could easily lose there. We're in the new round, so we can shoot anyway, so I think we're going to shoot. So we have we've got Gak. He's gonna no, because that's a blast weapon, so we don't want him to shoot, which is not good. So we're going to use her to shoot as we replenish back up to maximum. So put that into there. She's going to shoot with her 4 die onto there. Oh, what's happening? That breaks. She is now going to shoot with the other weapon, which is, no we're not, that doesn't break because we have a re-roll. So we had 2 blanks and one of them. I can't remember, I know the red one was, I don't know if the blue one was. So that rolls into there, so it's okay. Just remember that re-roll is only 1 die. So she's going to shoot again and gets 4 hits this time. So because it's short range, you can pick out individual characters. So she's done that. So that's 2 attacks. So that's her done. We've got Gak, who's going to try and persuade. His skills are 3, so he gets 3 dice and he wants 2. No, he's going to try and persuade again. 1. That is not good, not good at all. So he'll stay where he is. So we have Purge to come on. So we Harvesters. 1 comes on at number 2, all the way back down here. And Devastators, we've got 1 that could come on, we have none come on. Right, so because he doesn't have line of sight again, same as last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 3 to get into there. He will come 1, 2, 3, 4. He will go 4 to where he is, and he will move 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are coming around the back, and we've got tied down, so these are now coming into range. So first things first, Turgard with his broken weapon, which is not good. He doesn't have anything else, so what he will do is nothing. We will have Ariana, no we won't, we'll go with Gak. He will move up to there, into base to base. He will use his melee of 2 to do an attack. Rolling 2 hits. 1 dead Devastator. And that is as far as he will go. We have Ariana will go to there and try and persuade him with her 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, which is good enough. We needed 2, so he is now back as part of the crew. So she has an effortless action, which ain't going to be much. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll need to go to there to get out of range of him moving. 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can only go to here. Turgard. 1, 2, 3, 4. To get a shot with his 2-shot weapon. Rolling 2 successes. Dead. Right, we now have Butler, who is now part of our crew again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an effortless 2 there. So that was a bit better than the last 2 turns. We've actually made some progress. So we've now got civilians who can come on as well on there, so that's good. So Purge, so Harvesters, we can have 2. 0 come on. We have Devastators, we can bring 2 on. 1 comes on at number 3, which is all the way back down here. So that is those. So they will move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we definitely need to get out of line of sight through those windows into that other room. Right, the harvesters, he will move up to his location. He will move up 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. That 1 square away. So we have a civilian we can bring on. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. So we're bringing on her. And position 4. Yes. Forgot about you. So you would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You come on about 3 turns ago. So new round, new peg, new event card. Right, a Galactic Corp. We are on cover me. So strike. The Galactic Corp are monitoring you and now they are ready to move. Place 2 Galactic Corp guards at the nearest entry point to a trader. Then activate them as if they were in the NPC phase. They will act again in the NPC phase as normal. So 2 guards. So these are the harder ones. The nearest point is over here. Right, so they will activate. So they just follow the AI chart. So again, they would just follow that. So we're not engaged. They are in line of sight. They have a shooting range of 2. So they will just shoot. So that's 4 attacks coming in, followed by possibly 4 attacks next go. So the first one shooting there, and they get 2 actions. So onto him with no armor, 1 wound. Next attack, 1 wound, so that's 2 of his 4. The other guy, 0 wounds. He has 2 wounds left. Last attack is another 1, so he has lost 3 of his 4 wounds. He needs to run because they will get another go, and there's a window that they can see through there as well. Right, so we will start with him. So here we go. Now we've got civilians. There we have civilian to activate there, which should have been done last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see if he leaves on a 4. It's a 6. Again, that's lucky. Right, this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So he's in. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. He's in. Alright, so we've got those 2 back in. These will not make it all the way back, too far away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Effortless action. At least he is out of line of sight. She will not. 1, 2, 3. So she's gone 4 to there. From here. Then she's going to be in, well, not in the open, but she'll have cover and 1 armor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and an effortless to stand behind there. So from there, it will be, they'll have 4 shots through that window, through there, but we're standing behind that door frame there. And we've got a bit of a window there blocking it. So we will have cover. It may give full cover on that angle, but I can't get round there, so we'll just say 1 cover so they can still shoot. But they will activate after the purge have gone anyway. And they're close, their priority target is purge. Right, so we have harvesters to bring on. 1 at number 2. They're like coming on down here. Let's another one. We have 1 devastator that can come on. we do not roll any Devastators. Right, Devastator does not have line of sight to anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think he might get shot next go. He will come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. He will move to his position. This one will move up to here to try and get through the door next go if he's alive. But they would have cover shooting down from there. Almost like thigh down is covered by the window. The other one is just his shins down, so he'll be in the open, but that one won't be. So the Devastator in red will have 1 armor save. The Harvester will have 1 armor save and 1 cover. So we are onto those. Shooting through. So the first one on the one in red, 1 hit. Second one, 1 hit. The third one, 1 hit. And the last shot, 1 hit. So everything was taken on the armour. Lucky boy. Right, we're now going into civilians. So we bring a civilian on. There is 1 left. He comes on at position 6. So he comes on the edge there. So we've got this civilian here. He goes to 5, but there's no one in line of sight to trade, so he tries to go into the next room here. 2, 3, 4, so he gets round to here. We have the civilian in the top there. He wants to move down, he wants to make an attack, and we have range. That's good. He has 1. No, he doesn't. It's that one there. He has 1 dice. So 1 dice needing 2. He gets a 1 taken on the armour. Nothing happens again. So that's everybody moved. New round. Into there. Right, so we have day-to-day business. And we are in the cover me stage. Let's just try and get this better so we don't reflect the light. Right, so tourists, up to 2 civilians enter the board at the nearest entry point to a trader. If none are available, lower the hostility by 1. So we have none, so we'll lower it by 1. We're getting very lucky in this one. Nothing's happening. And they will then just walk off. Surviving it. I don't think we needed the Galactic Corp for this mission, but on the previous 2 we were getting eaten alive by the purge. They were attacking everywhere, but yeah, so we managed to do it. They fought over there in the corner for a couple of rounds, so that tied them up for 2 rounds, so we would have been fighting here instead of further up there on the Devastators. That was the only difference really on there, but that is a success on there. So the Galactic Corp, not too bad figures, and the paint up pretty nice. As long as we don't get to see the Juggernaut in play, because his stats are a bit nasty. So what I say, he's 3 in melee, 2 in shooting, 2 armour. That is hard. And then the boss, easier to kill, but he's 3 on range, so you need to get him quick. Right, so that's all done. We've managed to get off with the primary and secondary objective, so we're picking up 7 points there. We've got a grenade as well that we could sell. May keep that, and then may buy some armour for Turgard, depending on costs and what we've got left. Okay, so we'll do the post-match, well, not post-match, we'll do the post-battle, and then get set up, and then come back with the results. Right, we've added all the skills. I've got to add another one here for those, but we've added the skills on. We've gone for another one here for make a ranged attack. We've got another one on him, which is make a move action with an assault action. We've got a second one on there, which he can't use yet because he's only got the one skill peg and he would need two. So that's for when he levels up next time. Use after being targeted with an attack, reduce the damage sustained by 2, which will help. Right, I read the UA bonus for him as 2 UA, but it's not. It's actually you roll 2 chance die. So he's going to be rewarding anywhere from 2 to 12. So we'll do that now. So we've got a 6 and a 1. So we've got 7 from him. We're selling that one for 3, which he found. So 10. The mission objective is another 5. And that there is what the security guards dropped in my hold. So that's another 4. So that's 19 credits this turn. We're going to be buying this combat vest for 8. And then giving that him there. So he has 1 armour, which would have helped last time. So that was 8, so that gets rid of these 2. So we've got the 7 from him, the 4 from him for 11, and we've got 17 which we carried over. Right, so we're going on to the ship degradation phase, and we are rolling a 4. And on here we have 4 supplies reduced by 1. So we did get everything up to maximum onto 5s. You can see that roughly there. So we did mark them up 5s. So that'll go down by 1. So we will spend 2 points on there. So that puts us on 7. That's 9 points carried over. And we will put on to a turret. We'll do 1 on the turret on that go, which will take the 2 points off him, 2 for bringing supplies up, and then 2 for the jump pack. So we've got 7 from him to add on to the 17 credits that we carried over for this mission. So that is everything there. So that mission went a lot better than I was expecting, having played this one before and barely made it out alive. 1 person was actually killed, so not just taken out of action, they were dead. So that is mission 5 completed, and we'll see you for the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.
We hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button and leave a comment below. If you are new here or a returning viewer, please consider subscribing to the channel and help it grow and get notified of future content. We look forward to having you here in the future. Have a great day and goodbye.